Hey guys, I just got done watching Jumanji: The Next Level, and here are my thoughts on the movie. I will say that it's a sequel. It's a sequel movie. It's like the Lego Movie 2 and Wreck-It Ralph 2. It's like in Frozen 2. You can tell they didn't really plan on making another one of these movies, but there was a lot of money that came out of the first Jumanji. Well, it's not technically the first Jumanji. The one that came out in 2017. That made a lot of money, so they're like, okay, we have to make a sequel. And there really wasn't room for a sequel. I mean, that movie could have been by itself, and it would have been fine, but they made a sequel. And, like, you can tell they weren't really prepared for that. Like, this movie didn't really have a lot of new ideas, although it did have a few that I would like to talk about in the spoiler section, because believe it or not, this movie has some spoilers, but I will warn you before I start talking about spoilers. But yeah, there were a few new ideas, but not enough. It just felt like more of the same from the first movie. I mean, it wasn't like necessarily a bad thing, because like I like the first movie. It's just like the first movie again, with different locations and stuff. So I'm probably gonna give this movie like a 6 out of 10. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you like the first movie, you'll like this movie, just not as much. So yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna get into spoilers. And I would like to say I really like the mechanic with when they were like switching bodies. Like in the first movie, it was just a one-time thing where like all the actors were in bodies that were like opposite to their personalities. And that happened in this movie again, but they all played different characters, and it happens like multiple times throughout the movie where like the characters in the movie switch bodies, and they do this by introducing this electric water that when they jump in the water, they switch bodies. And I thought that mechanic was really cool. I liked seeing Fridge in Ruby Roundhouse's body. I thought that was really cool, and how he was so reckless. That's another thing. I like the idea that all of the characters, like the characters from the movie, like Fridge, not their avatars, but the characters in the movie, I like the idea that they have their specific avatars that they are the best at. Like, it's not just you can choose any avatar in the game Jumanji. You have, like, a specific avatar that is synonymous with your skills. I like that. It's because, like, their avatars are kind of themselves, but amplified. And I thought that was a really cool mechanic that they had in there. And as for the villain, I really liked the villain. The villain was better than the first one. And he was played... that was mostly because he's played by the Hound from Game of Thrones. And I really like the Hound from Game of Thrones. So yeah, I like the villain. The villain was better in this one, more menacing. And yeah, sorry, my phone's on 5% battery, so I just had to tap that real quick. Okay, and let's talk about the very, very end, because this is the spoiler section after all, so I have to cover everything I can. So yeah, they set up another movie. I hesitate to say third movie because there has been a whole bunch of Jumanji movies in the past. So it's probably not the third one, but they're gonna set up another Jumanji movie after this one, and I really like it. I really like how the video game characters are coming to the real world this time. A friend who I was watching this movie with said that it was like Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, like all the dinosaurs are in the real world now. And that's kind of similar to this, where all the video game characters are in the real world now. So I'm excited for that, and mainly I'm excited for the exposition guy. I don't know what his name is, but the guy who's always like, "Welcome to Jumanji." I'm excited for that guy to be in the real world and say like, "What's going on?" and you know, the fish out of water story. I'm excited for that. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna see it again. Well, I definitely would see a sequel to this again, but not this movie again. But yeah, so anyway, thanks guys for watching. Yeah, this has been, I'll give it a 6 out of 10, and this has been Jumanji, my Jumanji initial thoughts. See you later.